Hey guys, it's Megan and I'm here to show you a really cute festive manicure using the Ella and Mila nail polish that you got in your box this month. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to paint your nails so that you get like a really consistent and perfect manicure. We're gonna use the nail polishes that you got. So this red from Ella and Mila, it's called No Place Like Home, perfect for the holidays. And then this little sparkly like teal, and it's called Glitter Me Green. And then we also have a clear top coat and of course the little nail file that you guys got in the box. Some other things that we have just to get set up is a little cleaning brush. You can get one of these at your local grocery or drugstore. And then we also love the one from Olive and June. And then some cotton pads and then just a little, what's that called? Nail polish remover. Ava's here in the background helping too. So if you hear a strange voice, it's Ava. Okay, so the first thing you will notice is that my nails are already cleaned up. So I pushed my cuticles back, I cleaned them, I exfoliated my hands, but this video is not on how to do all of that. It's more just about the actual painting of your nails. So we will show you how to shape using the file, but I actually like to do that at the end because you just kind of can see the shape more with a full color on your nails. So I'm gonna do basically a full red manicure, and then my ring fingers are gonna be this cute little green, but you can do whatever you want. And yeah, so let's just get started. The first step to making sure you do your nails correctly is actually how you hold the brush against your nails. So once you open it, you'll see there's like two sides or two directions that the brush can go. You know, there's the side that's a little bit thinner, and then if you push it against the nail the nail polish, it gets a bit flatter. So you're gonna want to push so that the flat side goes against your nail. And then one thing that I missed is also making sure that your whole hand and your arm, I'm not sure if you can see this, but believe me, my whole arm is flat against a table. So you can kind of start with either hand. I like to start with my dominant hand, so I'm left-handed. So painting my right hand with my left hand first so that I just kind of warm up and get some practice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the nail polish out of, obviously, the little jar, and I'm gonna brush one side off of the brush. So one side has paint and then one side doesn't have paint. And then I feel like what you think intuitively is to go straight against your cuticle right away, but you're actually gonna take the painted side down. I'm gonna start on my pinky and kind of push it against the middle of your nail like this, and then push up right in the middle and then go down. Instead of starting at the top of your nail, start in the middle. That way you're just not gonna end up with a ton of extra paint in your cuticle bed. So I'm gonna start in the middle, and then I'm gonna go to the right side, do the same thing, start in the middle and push up, and then pull down away. And then I'm just gonna kind of go over. One thing that's important is if you're like a beginner with your nail polish or doing your own nails, you're actually gonna wanna start with a more sheer or sparkly color. This red one's perfect because it has a little shimmer to it, because it's gonna be a little bit more forgiving in terms of like streakiness. The more like dark colors or really solid colors are gonna show mistakes more easily. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm skipping my ring finger. And again, I'm just gonna start in the middle, push up, and then pull away. And then just keep going along each side. And we're gonna do 2 coats, so just make sure it's even across, but it doesn't need to be, you know, perfect this first time. And then also don't be afraid, oh, this got stuck a little bit. Don't be afraid to get a little bit on your fingers, because like I said, we have this cleanup brush and we're gonna go along the ends or at the end and go along the cuticle beds and clean it up. Sorry, I'm like in deep concentration, making sure I'm getting it done really evenly. It's looking pretty good. So on the thumb, it's kind of hard to do because obviously it goes out, it's a little wonky. So I'm gonna pull in this handy dandy cute little box and just put my thumb flat on this surface and do the same thing. So go start, brush the side, one side, start in the middle, push up, and then pull away. I didn't get all the way up, so I'm gonna do it again. And then I'm gonna go to the side and then up and pull away, up and pull away. It's just so easy to get way too much nail polish in your cuticle. And so starting in the middle really helps. So as you can see along my cuticles, it's not like covered in paint, and that's what you want. So that's that hand. Since my thumb's done with its first coat, I'm gonna now switch to the blue polish. This is a bit more sheer, so we're probably gonna do more coats than the red. So again, hopefully you can see this clearly. You're gonna brush the paint off one side and then keep the paint on the other side and paint with the painted side down. That just makes sure that you're not like going overboard and flooding your nails with paint. So again, starting, going up and away. See, this is much more sheer, so you're gonna definitely do more coats. So up and away, up and away. You could think of it that way, up and away, just all the way. And as you can see, I'm kind of rotating my finger. That just really helps you get all sides of it. And then I just kind of like to brush over it and make sure I'm getting it all even. Okay, so now comes the hard part. I am going to my non-dominant hand now. So when you hold the brush in this hand, so in my right hand, my non-dominant hand, you're going to want to hold with your thumb and your index or your pointer finger. There's not really a right or wrong way on this. It's just making sure you're feeling comfortable, and then you're just gonna go a lot slower on this hand. So again, you're gonna do the same thing, push up and away, push up and away, up and away. And you're gonna want to, on this hand, rotate your finger even more, just because it just feels so much less natural doing this. So yeah, but I mean, for this being my non-dominant hand, that's pretty good. So if you mess up, if you get too much on your cuticle bed, just start over right away. There's not really any good way to fix it, so just start over. This time I'm holding it with both my middle finger and my pointer finger, and that just helps it have even more stability. But like I said, it's really up to what you're comfortable with. It's like the details that are tougher with this hand. So, looks pretty good. I'm gonna go to the side a little bit to make sure I got all the way to the edges. But I have a few marks, that's okay, because we're gonna do a cleanup at the end. And again, push up and away, up and away. For some reason, going to my pinky finger, it even feels even less natural. But we're getting there. How am I doing, Eva?
Great.
Great, okay, good. All right, so I'm moving the box over again to do my thumb. This again is gonna be tough because it's my non-dominant hand, but that's okay. So just go really slow. Like, don't rush it, and this is gonna take a lot of practice. I practiced about like 4 or 5 times just before this video alone, because every color is also, oops, see, I knocked it a little different, but that's okay. Like, we're not perfect. You just have to keep practicing. The more you practice, your hands are just gonna get used to it. Okay. Not a perfect job, but everything can be done with a cleanup brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the blue and do it on my index finger. So push up and away, up and away. I don't even know if this is like blue or green. I think it's like seafoam.
Yeah.
Probably. Up and away. Okay, so that is the first coat. We're gonna let it dry. My right hand is dry. And now we're gonna do a second coat. And I'm probably just going to speed through the second coat. And but it's the same method. You're just gonna go up and away, starting in the middle of your finger, and just push, make it even. This is just to make it a little bit darker. Okay. So they're basically good. I'm going to just do a little bit of cleanup. And there's lots of different removers out there. Ella Mila actually makes a really great all natural one. And there's like the little dips. I'm just using a Q-Tex one. So I just poured a little polish into the cap so that I just have a little amount. And I'm gonna take this cleanup brush and just, still with my hand flat, just go along the edges and like the base of my nail to just make sure it's clean and even. Get all of those little itty bitty spots away. With the blue, it doesn't show up as much, but the red will really like get down into your cuticles. So, and then you can go along your cuticle to make sure that the line's like really straight. But this again is the cuticle. The good thing is the cuticle is not flooded, so it's not overbearing there. And that's how you want it to be. You don't want to have to like, you're not going to be able to clean it up perfectly. So on the thumb, I did a really poor job, like right here at the end of the nail. So I kind of have a lot of cleanup to do there. But you're just going to do like little baby strokes to get it cleaned up. You might want to like pull your nail down a little bit if your nails are short so you can get under. But try not to overdo it because you might, if you try to do too much, you'll take off the polish. And like I said, this is like gonna take practice. So if it's not perfect this time, take your polish off, do it again, do whatever works for you. Now, on the non-dominant hand, just like the nail polish, it's hard, so just go slow. Go nice and easy to clean it up. You're probably gonna have more cleanup on this hand, but again, you don't wanna overdo it and like wipe off half your manicure, so just go really slow. And don't do too much remover. Just clean, clean, clean. Yeah, pretty good. I'm gonna go along the cuticle here because it's just not super straight. Get it cleaned up. And then since the red is like pretty bright and has gotten onto this brush, I'm just making sure it's really cleaned off before I go to the blue so I'm not rubbing like red polish all over my cuticles of the blue. Oh, is my head in your guys' view now? Okay. So that's pretty good for me. I am definitely someone that goes and gets my nails done. You might have seen on our Instagram some really cool nail art. Those are my hands. And I haven't mastered art, so we're just gonna stick with this cute, plain manicure with this set. We're gonna do a top coat and then we're gonna show you guys also how you can continue to take care of your cuticles. So this is just a little clear coat that we had at home. Ella Mila does make a base coat and a clear coat, and a top coat, but we don't have it. So we're gonna use the one that we have at home, and there's always amazing products out there that you can use even if they're not the same brand as what you have. So with the top coat, it's the exact same method. You want to still push up and pull away, push up and pull away, push up and pull away. And the clear coat's just really gonna help your manicure have that finishing shine. And okay, so my nails are all dry now, and I'm gonna shape, and I like to shape when I have nail polish on just because it really helps to like see the shape. So I'm gonna take the nail file that you got, and one side is a little bit rougher, the blue side, and that's what I'm gonna start with. And the trick to using a file is if you're using it to shape, you just want to, oh, I'm knocking the table and this is moving a little bit, oopsie. You wanna go really slow. Like I know that it's tempting to just like go at it, but that's gonna make your nails go down really quickly. So you're just gonna go in one direction. So you're gonna go like, I'm going like this, and I'm just gonna go, I just really am going along the edges. My nails are already short, so I'm not clipping them, but this is just to smooth them out. Obviously, like if you have a little snag or something, then you can use the file for that, but just go as slow as possible and go always in one direction. The reason for that is it just makes you go slower. So I'm just going, like I said, I'm not trying to truly like shape mine too much. I just like my natural nail shape, and they've been clipped. So I'm just going along like this and kind of giving them a little bit of a rounder tip and then brushing off the little dustings. And it's truly just to smooth and give a little shape. And I nicked it a little bit. That's fine, I can fix it. Like I said, we're all just practicing and getting better. And I'm going away. You can totally bring it towards you, but just go in one direction. You kind of want to get the file a little bit under your nail, not over. Okay. So there we go. My pinky is a little bit longer, so it might need a little more shaping. A little more on this side. Okay, I'm just gonna do one hand for you guys, but you're just gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other hand. So, oh, I just missed a spot right here, so I'm gonna bring it. Just because I had like a tiny little snag that was sharp and would get caught on stuff, I just decided to go in there and file it some more. And then it got stuck in my nail. So there you go. A nail file does a lot more than you think. Like if your nails are super long, maybe try filing before clipping. Clipping can be kind of a nightmare if you have short nails because it can just take it back too far, and then we all know that sensation of when your nails get too short. So they're filed, they're shaped. In our box last month, we got this really awesome nail oil from Little Bloom Beauty. And this is a cuticle oil and actual nail oil that just seriously helps your cuticles stay so healthy. If you don't have polish on, it also really helps the color of your nails stay natural. I use it every day, actually just before I go to bed. But I'm going to put it on right now over my cuticles just to give it a finishing touch and make it look just a little bit more moisturized. So if you haven't used a nail oil before, or this nail oil before, you're gonna take the bottom and just click it like, I don't know, even like 15, 20 times, and that will bring the oil up to the top of the head of the brush. And then you're just gonna pull it open, and you're literally just going to go along and brush it over. Like go above your nail onto your cuticles, because it's just super moisturizing and helps your cuticles stay strong and not get hangnails, all that good stuff. If you're doing it at night before bed, just finish washing your face and then put this on your nails and go to sleep. If you don't have this nail oil, because you didn't get our box last month, you can just buy it on our website. I don't know if you guys know that, but all of our products are available on our website. So like I said, you can see they look pretty oily, but it's just a nice little moisturizer to go along your nails. So that is that. I'm gonna let it soak in for a little bit, and then I will show you guys the finished product. All right. That's it, you guys. See how shiny they look? Because I just put so much oil on them. That will dry in any second. But this is, can you you see it?
Down a little bit.
Go down. The finished mani. Very festive. All right, we will be back with more tutorials soon. Thank you so much for watching.